Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wildcat Baseball here on 18 WJTS. Tonight, the Wildcats on the road to battle the Jeff Red Devils. Jasper 13-1 and winners of 4 straight after a 6-1 SIAC win last night at Rookser Field over the modern-day Wildcats. A 4-run first did the trick. Matthew Wright, the winning pitcher, went all 7 innings, scattering 3 hits, giving up a run, struck out 7, and walked 2. The Wildcats this evening will go with junior right-hander Will Wallace. He'll be opposed by the Red Devils' Caden White here at Don Poole Field. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more Wildcat Baseball after this on 18 WJTS Sports. Back to Jeff. Wildcats will come to the plate here in the top half of the first inning down here at Jeff. Ryan Like, the left fielder, Braden Giesler in center, and Drew Bradley behind the plate catching the starting pitcher. Will Wallace, as Caden White, the Jeff Red Devil right-hander, gets loose. Kyle Campbell will be out in left. Jaden Hart in center. Lucas Blanton in right for the Devils of Shane Stock. Ethan Durbin at third. Brett Darby will play shortstop for the Red Devils. Ryan Crawford at second. Jared Phillips at first. Aiden Nemi behind the plate here for Jeff. Cats have been coming down here forever. Used to play at Shannon Memorial Park, a little closer to downtown before they came out here to the high school, and they've done a great job with this facility, a turf infield. They will get the outfield turfed a little bit later in the year. That center field wall built up. And with that 365 sign out there in dead center field, they've got an impressive physical plant here. New tennis courts, new outbuilding for the tennis courts. The football field has been redone, and looks nice out here. A lot of activity here at Jeffersonville. Always a good game between the Red Devils and the Wildcats. Two good programs going back to Coach Poole when he coached against Ray Howard and Al Raby down through the years, so it's always a real solid contest. So we're just about ready to go. Perfect weather for baseball here this evening. Glad you could join us here on 18 WJTS. We're at Central tomorrow. Again, that's all up in the air weather-wise. If you planned on going, it was supposed to be a 6:30 start, but now they've moved that up to 5:30 because of the impending weather. Who knows when the rain's going to get into the tri-state area. Terry Gilbert on the coaching line at third. Jason Albrecht over at first. Cats in the traveling gray. Red Devils in the all-red ensemble tonight as Light gets in. And we are about ready to go here from Jeffersonville. White will kick and deal the first pitch of the game right down the middle for a called strike. And we are underway 0-1 here to the Wildcat left fielder. Cats again beat Mater Dei last night 6-1 at Rookser. A 4-run first did the trick for the Cats to back Matthew Wright. Like waits, the next pitch to him. Curveball slapped on the ground to Denby, and he boots it. And Ryan Like is on here to begin the ball game. So Cats have their leadoff man on for Braden Giesler, the center fielder. A hold against the runner at first. Like with good speed. Giesler has that natural hole on the right side. Right-hander peeks over his right shoulder at the runner and brings it home. Giesler bunts right through it. Cats trying to move that base runner up to second base here in the early going. 320 down the right field line, 325 to left, 365 to dead center field in that high wall. 340 power alley to right center toward the school. White kicks and deals. Giesler outside black for a strike. He takes it, and he's down quickly 0-2 with nobody on, or nobody out and one on. Oh, Giesler waits. White gets ready to deliver. Here's the pitch. Barely missed. Good pitch right there by White. If you're the Jeff bench, you certainly wanted that one. 1-2 the count. The Red Devils have the double play in order. With the runner at first, nobody out. Giesler bats from the left side, bat cocked back. White brings it home, and Giesler fouls it off and stays alive. In Central tomorrow, the Bears have a good season going. Game out on First Avenue. Cats went to 4-1 in the SIAC with that win over over Mater Dei last night. The 1-2 to Braden. The runner at first. Bounces into the dirt, and that will allow Like to go up to second base. Dirt, turf. Take your pick. So a runner in scoring position and a 2-2 count to the hitter, Braden Giesler. White straightens up out on the mound, looks at the runner once, gives him a second look, and will break contact with the pitching rubber. Two and two to Braden. Drew Bradley waits on deck. Runner at second, nobody out. White will bring the break even. Just a bit low. 3-2. Next pitch. Giesler slaps it foul. Third base side toward the Jeff dugout. 3-2 to the Wildcat center fielder Braden Giesler. Like reached on an air, advanced to second on a wild pitch. Wide again, looks right at the base runner and comes home with the 3-2. This one hit on the ground to the right side, up with it. Crawford on to first. That advances the runner. And one gone. So Drew Bradley will stand in. So Bradley gets in with the runner at third and just one out. Plateward. And it is outside to Drew. So Like at third. In foul territory, of course. The 1-0 pitch to the Wildcat backstop. Drew Bradley forthcoming from White. He lets it rip. It's into the dirt up the first base line. And Like stays put at third. First run of the game, 90 feet away here in the early going. Jasper on the road tonight at Jeffersonville. Play him straight away in the outfield. Infield back for the Red Devils. Two-0 to Drew. Pops it up behind home plate. That will be out of play. Jasper, after the Central game tomorrow, back at it next week with a very busy week at Castle Tuesday, North on Thursday, then the Hall of Fame Classic out at Rookser Field, a game Friday, and two more on Saturday. And then after that, just 2 more weeks in the regular season. Next pitch to Drew. Fouls it off in the catcher's glove. Sectional draw, by the way, on Sunday night. People have asked, why is it so early? Well, you're trying to navigate that Memorial Day weekend graduation situation. It seemed like every school graduates at a different time. They want to get that settled where game times and whatnot is taken care of. Bradley takes this one for a strike, and he goes down looking 2 away. Good pitch by Caden White. Trying to work around that air to begin the ball game. Here comes Will Wallace. Wallace doubled in last night's game, so the draw, that, and teams allowed to get their pitching all settled into that last 2 or 3 weeks of the regular season. So Wallace hangs over the plate from the right side. Big power threat for the Cats. Takes it outside. Top of the first, Cats threatening, but Jeffersonville trying to shut it down here. Play Wallace straight away in the outfield. A lot of foul territory room for a good thing for pitchers here at Jeff. The next pitch. Big swing and a miss by Wallace. And the count squares at 1-1 to the Wildcat starting pitcher. Cleanup hitter Will Wallace. White still out of that stretch with a runner at third. Plateward. Fastball misses high. Two and one. Pitch on the way. Blocked nicely by the catcher, Nemi. Three and one. Wallace waits ahead in the count. White brings it home. Strike outside corner at the knees. 3-2. 2 away. Wallace trying to pick up like at third. White will bring the 3-2 home. Wallace slashes it foul toward the Wildcat bullpen down the right field line. Cats in that first base dugout. Long look by White, and he cuts loose the 3-2, and he walks Wallace with 2 outs. Courtesy runner Thomas Hobbick at first base. So Wallace off the bases. So Trevino, the hitter. First and third, they throw over. They chase back the base runner. Pitch high. Next pitch is a high fastball. One and one, runner at first, runner at third. Cats threading here in the visitor first. White again checks the runner at first, looks at the runner at third, and throws a high fastball high and tight to Trevino. And it's 2-1 here. Next pitch. 3-1. White with 26 first inning pitches. It's up on the board here at Jeffersonville, which is pretty cool. Trevino, 3-1 the count to him. Runners on the corners. White will bring it home. Fastball right down the gut there. It's 3-2. Let's see if Hobbick is traveling here at first base with a 3-2 count and 2 outs. Hold the runner. Actually going to go behind the runner at first. The 3-2 runner takes off. Wallace hits it on the ground to the right side. Big hop for Crawford. He throws it to first to end the inning. Wildcats get a couple on, but they come up empty here in the top of the first. We played through a half in Jeffersonville. Wildcats nothing. Red Devils nothing. We'll step aside and have more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS. To the bottom of the first, no score, Cats and Red Devils, as Will Wallace climbs the hill for the Wildcats tonight. Wallace last pitched a Tuesday night game last week in that 4-3 loss to Wrights. He did suffer the loss, gave up a hit, a run, walked 2. That was his undoing in that one in relief of Wright. First pitch to Hart, the center fielder, a fastball out of the zone, 1-0. Lykin left, Giesler in center, Atkins in right. Trevino, Brosmer, Noblet, and Wright, the infield. Behind the plate, Drew Bradley. Wallace comes home. This one catches the outside corner as well, or first, and it's 1-1. Play the hitter to pull. Big gap in right center field for the leadoff man for Coach Stock and the Red Devils. Fastball high. Again, last night it was Matthew Wright, the complete game 3-hitter against Mater Dei. Gave the Wildcats a boost in the starting role. Wallace comes home, rips a high fastball, and it's 3-1 to the Red Devil leadoff man. Denby, the shortstop, waits on deck. Red Devils bat here in the home first at Jeffersonville. Wallace cuts it loose, slammed up the middle, past the diving Andrew Noblet into right center for a base hit, and Hart's going to try to go for 2, and he dives in. He was hustling right out of the box. Again, you don't get the double. Rounding first, you get it out of the box, and Hart certainly did that right there. And the Red Devils have their leadoff man aboard. Get a face full of turf as well. Again, they were playing him toward left center field. In fairness to the Wildcats defensively, Giesler was over in the left center field gap. But again, Hart was chugging right out of the box. Denby, the shortstop, gets in for the Red Devils. See how Coach Stock plays it here. Runner at second, nobody out. They jockey in behind him. Wallace takes a look out there and fires it home. They're going to bunts it right back to the hill. Wallace has one play per his catcher, Bradley, and the sacrifice is successful. And the Red Devils have, like the Wildcats, a runner at third here in the first inning. So Caden White, the DH/pitcher, standing in for the Red Devils. Cats have already played some of Jeffersonville's neighbors here, New Albany. Beat them. Took out Floyd Central as well. 0-1 to White, trying to move that ball to the right side or hit it hard somewhere. Chops it foul toward the Red Devil dugout, third base side. Oh and 2. Wallace looking for the punch out against his counterpart. Lets it fly. Breaking ball. He does not go after it. And it's 1-2. Giesler again shades the left center field gap just a bit with the 3-hole hitter White at the plate. Chokes up on the bat and takes a big swing, and he comes up empty. 2 away. Strikeout for Wallace, a big one there. Phillips, the first baseman, gets in, cleans up for the Red Devils, playing first base. Runner at third. This one fouled away. 1-1 the count. Bottom of the first, no score. Red Devils trying to get on the board first here. Double by Hard sacrifice to third, then a strikeout to White. Phillips waits, slaps it on the ground wide of the bag at first. And Wallace out ahead 1-2 here. Campbell, the left fielder, would be next. Wallace would just as soon see him in the second. 1-2 delivery. He hit off the end of the bat, foul toward the Jeff dugout third base side, and staying alive in the batter's box is Phillips. The 1-2 got him. Wallace gets a couple of strikeouts when his back was against the wall here in the first. We have played through one at Jeffersonville. Wildcats nothing, Red Devils nothing. We'll take a break and we'll have more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS Sports. Matthew Wright leads things off for the Wildcats here. He had 2 singles with a run knocked in last night as he battles Caden White here. Matthew Wade's first pitch is a tad low, 1-0. Wright hit 300 on the season. Kai Kuntz on deck here. Next pitch. Out of the zone. .30. Walked him on 4 straight pitches. So the second walk for Caden White. Cats have had their leadoff man on in both innings here. Kai Kuntz gets in. He's been the Wildcats' hottest hitter. Had an RBI single last night. Kuntz at .488. 20 for 41. Takes a hammer in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Cads with a base runner. Nobody out here in the top of the second from Jeffersonville. White deals it. Waves at it. He's quickly down 0-2. Noblet waits on deck. Kuntz. Ball gets away from the catcher. Nemi quickly pounces on it. Fleetwood fouls it off. Runner at first. White comes home. Low. 2-2 to Kai. Misses with a fastball. Next delivery, Kuntz waves at it and goes down. One away. Second strikeout, I should say, for Caden White. Right, still at first for Andrew Noblet.
Now batting for the Wildcats, number 10, the second baseman, Andrew Noblet.
Noblet gets in with the runner at first. Again, White misses high. He's been up in the zone for a lot of these Wildcat hitters. 1-0. Pause in the pitch. Squares the bunt. Pulls the bat back. Takes it for a ball, 2-0. Two and one. Runner at first. Cats with a base runner here in the top of the second. Noblet shortens up, pulls the bat back, takes it 3-1. Noblet will try to lay one down here, perhaps, with the runner at first. Fouls it off, and it's 3-2. So he's going to bunt with one out, but couldn't get the bunt down. Now it's 3-2 with Wright, the runner at first. Payoff pitch to the Wildcats' second baseman. Rifles it straight back. Game at Central again tomorrow at 5:30 DuBois County time. Moved up an hour. Never know what the weather's going to do tomorrow. They're trying to perhaps beat that weather and get that one in. 3-2 with one gone. Wright, the runner at first. He walked. Here's the next pitch. Noblet hits it on the ground. Could be two. Over to second for one. The relay back to first. That's two for the price of one. Around the horn, 6-4-3. Twin killing by the Red Devil defense with the double play. White faces the minimum. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Cats nothing. Red Devils nothing. We'll take a break and we'll have more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS. Back for the bottom of the second as the Jeffersonville Red Devils got out of that situation with a 6-4-3 double play as Campbell, the left fielder, leads things off here against Wallace, who had two strikeouts. This one skied into shallow center. Brosmer out, and he'll make the play about 10 feet in the outfield grass for the first out of the second. So Wallace early in the count got his work done. Wildcat pitchers have talked about throwing strikes and pitching to a little bit more contact. Durbin is the third baseman. Will stand in. Bottom of two. Wallace brings it home. This one slammed into left center field. It's dying fast, and it will bounce in. Looked a little hotter off the bat up here, but it's a base hit, the second Jeffersonville hit of the game. So with one away, Blanton, the right fielder, gets in. Throw over, back in time as Wright holds against the runner here. Some traffic on the bases, but no score. 0-1. Strike at the knees on the outside corner there. 2-1 to Blanton. Cats would like to return the favor and get a double play of their own here. Some ball hit in an infielder. See how that plays out. 0-2 the count. Wallace will take a look to first base and fire one over there. So the Cats on the road for 2 straight nights. Central tomorrow out on First Avenue. The Bears playing good baseball. This one lined right at Noblet. He'll go to first base, and there's that double play. Ask and you shall receive. Tried to freeze on a line drive and didn't get back in time, so a couple of double plays by the defense. We'll head to the third. No score. Cats and Jeff here on 18 WJTS. Back to the ballpark here in Jeff. Tyler Atkins leads things off here in the third against Caden White, who got the double play ball. Then the second, likewise for the Jasper pitcher, Will Wallace. He got a line drive double play ball that he turned into 2. Atkins stands in, the 9-hole hitter. It's back to the top, and Like and Giesler to follow here in the third. No score. White labored a little bit in that first inning, drew the pitch count up. He's got 46 right now as we start the third. Atkins, the right fielder, takes a breaking ball and a hammer in for a strike. And the count evens at 1-1. That pitch is out. Two and one to Atkins. Here's the pitch from White, and it is low for a ball, and Atkins ahead in the count, 3-1. White out of the full windup. Atkins hits it sharply to short. Up with it is Denby. And he cuts down Atkins. Again, that ball gets to you on the turf. Not a lot of bad hops on this stuff. It's really true. Back to the top in Ryan Like. He chopped one to short, and we had that said error. But he did not come in to score. Southridge. One and two with one away here. Like waits with nobody on. Fastball out of the zone. And Like draws the walk. Third for Caden White here. So Giesler gets in. He grounded to short earlier. Takes the first pitch there for a strike, 0-1. And they throw over and nearly picked him off. The Wildcats have had all kinds of trouble on the bases as far as pickoffs are concerned. The 0-1 popped up, shallow left. In comes Campbell. He'll go toward the line a couple of steps and make the two-handed catch for the second out of the inning. No score here in the top of the third. Comes Drew Bradley. He struck out looking his last time up. White waits, brings it home, misses up again. It's 2-0 here to Bradley. Wallace waits on deck. Top of the third, Cats with a base runner with 2 away. Next pitch, another high fastball. 3-0 to Bradley. Pitch on the way is in for a strike. Three and one here. Bradley takes another one on the outside corner. You're right. 3-2 with 2 gone. Runner will be moving with the pitch plateward. With a 3-2 count. This one hammered into the right center field gap, and it's caught by Hart to end the inning. Bradley hit it on the screws, and the Cats strand a base runner. Will head to the bottom of the third. No score. Jasper and Jeff after this on 18 WJTS Sports. Crawford will lead things off 9-1-2 in Shane Stock's order here against Will Wallace. Back on for the Wildcats in a scoreless game here. Wallace will throw the first pitch of the third. It sails outside. It's 1-0. This one up the middle, right through Wallace's legs into center field for a base hit. So the third consecutive inning that the Red Devils have had their leadoff man aboard, the third hit of the game for Jeff. Appreciate A.D. Larry Owens taking care of us tonight up here. Always fun to come to Jeff with this facility and a long-time history. Dakota Pittman runs at first base. Getting Nemi, the catcher, off the bases. Should say Crawford is the hitter. We had him earlier, so it was Nemi, Crawford, and then Hart back at the top. My mistake. Try to bunt. First base side. Wallace off. Bobbles it. Picks it up. Throws off his back foot in time. Didn't lose his composure. So the Red Devils used the sacrifice bunt there. Move the runner up to second base and back at the top in Hart. Hart doubled earlier. They move over toward that right center field gap where he hit it to begin with. This one in. Runner at second with one away, 1-0. This one hit on the ground wide of the bag at third. Jeff, a long history of really great players. Drew Ellis in the major leagues. Seattle, the Diamondbacks. Gabe Bierman pitched at IU, drafted in the 21 draft by the Marlins. Runner at second. And Wallace wheels back, and they got it. Ooh, he got back. Boy, he was leaning, and they threw back. So 0-2 the count. Runner at second. Here's the pitch. Called third strike. Got him. Big strikeout for Wallace there. His third. Came at a good time with the runner at second base. Denby will stand in. And they look back. And misses. 2-0 Red Devils with the runner at second here in the bottom of the third. With one away. Missed with that one. Whiteward. And he walks him on 4 pitches. First and second. Cats do have that double play possibility. They turned one earlier. Caden White, a strikeout victim earlier. Red Devils with some traffic. They've stranded one so far in this one. Wallace exclusively out of the stretch. Pitch in for a strike. Curveball hit wide of the bag at third. It's 0-2 the count here with Wallace looking for that punch out again. Wallace's 4th appearance has worked in 5 1/3 innings coming into today's game. Play behind the runner at first. Wallace brings it home, but first a look back to second. Next pitch, curveball, and he got him. Struck him out as Bradley held on. We played through 3. The Wildcats and Red Devils 0-0 from Jeff. We'll take a break and we'll come back with more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS TV. Back to Jeff. We play the top of the fourth. No score. Will Wallace leads things off against Caden White. White has not given up a hit so far. Has walked 3, struck out 2.
Leading off the top of the fourth for the Wildcats, number 25, the pitcher, Will Wallace. On deck, Trevino.
2-0 to Wallace. Wallace sharply to second, but Crawford snares that line drive, 1 away. Cats have hit a few balls on the screws, but nothing to show for it. Cole Trevino will stand in. He grounded to Crawford at second earlier. Oh, Trevino will wait. White brings it. It's 0-1. Catches the corner, 2. 1-2 with 1 down here. Top of the fourth, Trevino at the plate. Matthew Wright to follow here against the pitcher White. 71 pitches so far in this one. Wind and fire. And Trevino goes down swinging 2 away. 5th strikeout for White, or excuse me. Third strikeout, my mistake. 3rd for White. Here comes Wright. He walked earlier. Takes one on the outside half. Bottom of the fourth we play here. Low. This one slapped into right for a base hit, and the Wildcats have their first hit of the game here in the fourth with 2 outs, and that will bring Kai Kuntz to the plate. Pitch out there. This one popped back deep in the left. Going back on it is Campbell. He'll fall down. He won't come up with it. Rounding third is Wright. He's chugging for the plate, and it is 1-0 Wildcats as Kuntz corks one back in the left field. 1-0 Wildcats. Ball was charged, but he didn't get back on it right away, then slipped. Comes Noblet here. This one out of the zone. Is out of the zone to Noblet. 2-0. Fastball misses outside. Cats on the board here in the top of the fourth. Next pitch. Ball 4. So first and second, all this with 2 outs. A single by right, a Kuntz double. And Noblet coaxes the walk, the 4th of the game. Atkins will stand in. They're going to run for Kuntz at second base. Mitchell Leinenbach will run out at second. Atkins pops it up, first base side. Phillips will give it a look, but it's out of play. 1-0 Jasper here in the top of the fourth. First and second. 2 away. They're off with the crack of the bat here with Atkins at the plate. White brings it home. Curveball, line drive, left field, and that will split the gap. It'll get down. In comes Leidenbach, and up to third goes Noblet on the RBI single to left field off the bat of Atkins. So first and third still. Oh, 3 hits here in this inning. The Cats have parlayed that into a couple of runs. They turn the lineup back over to Like here. Two and 0 to Like. It's in for a strike. 2-1 to Like. High fastball. The 3-1 pitch to Like. Runner bluffs going, stays put, and it's ball 4, and the bases are full of Wildcats here. 5th walk. Bases loaded for Giesler.
Now batting number 1, the center fielder, Giesler. On deck, Bradley.
Giesler hits it on the ground to second, and they'll shovel on to short to end the inning, but not before the Wildcats hit the Jeffersonville Red Devils with 2 here in the top of the 4th inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th, 2-0 Cats. Back to Jeff after this on 18 WJTS. Jared Phillips will lead things off. Jeff down 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Phillips struck out to end the first. This one pumped in for a strike. Like out and left. Giesler in center, Atkins in right, Trevino, Brosmer, Noblet in right. The infield, Drew Bradley behind the plate. This one fouled off. 1-2 the count to Phillips. Campbell and Durbin to follow. Pitch high. Plateward. Low, you want to take care of business here. And strike 3. Wallace drops one in there. It's the strikeout. 1 away. 5 strikeouts for Wallace and Campbell, who flew out to Brosmer earlier. Pitch to Campbell. It's low. And it's ball 4. So Durbin will stand in. Second walk given up. Durbin singled earlier. Was erased in a line drive double play. This one popped into left. Like will draw a bead on it, make the catch for the second out of the inning. Blanton. They throw over. Back in time. Blanton again erased in that double play as well they hit into. Hit it hard to Noblet, who turned it into that double play. Wallace working here in the bottom of the fourth. This one hit up the middle into center field for a base hit, and it's first and second with 2 outs. Fourth hit of the game for the Red Devils. Nemi will stand in. The catcher ball scalded up the middle. Brosmer made an effort for it, but it trickles into center field. Ball fouled straight back. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. Pitch low. Bradley blocked it. So 1-1. That is in for a strike. So Wallace trying to get out of this inning. 1-2. 1 pitch away. Runners at first and second for the Red Devils. Wallace wheels back towards second. Wallace brings it low. Bradley once again blocks it up the first base line a bit. This one line drive right center field towards the gap, and Giesler takes it out of the air for the third out of the inning. Jeff gets a couple of guys on, but they do not score. We have played through 4 here at Jeffersonville. Cats on top 2-0. We'll have more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS. Back to Jeff. Cats lead 2-0. Drew Bradley will bat here against White. Cats lead 2-0. Have out-hit the Red Devils. Or actually, the Red Devils out-hit the Cats 4-3. Cats had all 3 of their hits last inning. Picking up the 2 runs. Bradley smokes this one foul into the Jeff bullpen down the left field line. They've had some action up in the last couple of innings. One and one. Bradley takes it for a ball. It's 3-1. Bradley, Wallace, and Trevino for the Cats. Ball 4, miss low. Sixth walk. Lucas Tim will run at first base for the Wildcats. So Mound Conference, this may be the end of the line for White here in the top of the 5th. And that will be it. We'll have a new Jeffersonville pitcher. Wildcats lead here 2-0. We'll take a break and we'll have more Wildcat baseball right after this. Back to Jeffersonville, the second pitcher of the night, lefty Cole Singleton on for the Red Devils. He is a freshman, inherits a base runner at first with Will Wallace at the plate. Tim running at first, pitch in for a strike. White went the first 4, did not retire a batter here in the 5th. Has given up the 3 hits, 2 runs, responsible for the base runner at first. Here's the pitch on the way and a swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts, 6 walks for Caden White. Pitch count was up there. A lot of that was done in the first inning. Singleton brings it outside corner, barely missed. Pretty good. This one fouled third base side. Inside, nearly got a piece of him. Wallace hits it to short for 1, relay back to first base, and that is a double play. So, Cats ground into a couple of twin killings. Cole Trevino stands in, top of the 5th, 2-0 Cats. New baseballs being brought out. Oh, and 1. Next pitch. Misses outside. Next pitch on the way to Trevino, and he swings and misses. Check swing foul, first base side. Next pitch to Cole. Fouls it away once again. Count 1-2 and a holding to the Wildcat third baseman Cole Trevino. 2-0 Jasper, top of the 5th. The kick and the deal. Hard biting breaking ball missed from Singleton, the freshman left-hander. 2-2. Pitch on the way. This one fouled wide the bag at third. Wright will be next for the Cats. Two. And he got him. Struck him out. Cats go in order with the double play here in the 5th. We'll head to the home 5th. Jasper on top of Jeff. 2-0. We'll have more Wildcat baseball from Jeffersonville right after this on 18 WJTS. Back to Jeff. Wallace pitching a shutout. Crawford stands in a sacrifice bunt earlier. He's in the 9 spot. Takes a breaking ball in for a strike. 0-1. Bottom of the 5th we play. Cats got 2 back in the 4th inning. Wallace works quick out of the stretch with nobody on. Slash foul, third base side. Lights have been on since the onset here at Jeffersonville. Turf infield, grass outfield. They're going to turf the rest later on this year. Curveball slugged on the ground. Noblet will vacuum it up and throw on to right for the first out of the 5th. Hart will stand in, 1 for 2. This one fouled straight back. Hart doubled to begin the bottom of the 1st. Also struck out in the 3rd against Wallace. Cat bullpen starts to work down the right field line. 58-footer into the turf here. So Bradley going to go talk it over with Wallace out there now. Pitch out. Ball chopped off the plate. That's going to be tough for Trevino. He'll throw on. Safe infield base hit right off the turf. Fifth hit of the game. Denby will stand in. This one popped up, center field. Giesler ranges over. 2 gone. So White, now the DH, stands in. He's working an 0 for 2 game with a couple of strikeouts. White. They throw over first.
Now batting number 11, the designated hitter, Hayden White. On deck, Phillips.
Oh, 1 pitch, and it dives low, gets into the dirt. Runner's going to try to move it to second, and he does. Hart slides into second. So a runner at second. White has a chance to cut this lead in half with a base hit. So Wallace looks in, and he'll bring it home. Dots the outside corner. 1-2 with 2 outs. White digs in. Plateward popped up, right field, nobble it out. In comes Atkins. It is Atkins making the catch. New Albany gets a base runner, Jeffersonville, that's blasphemous. The Red Devils leave them out there. And we'll head to the top of the 6th. Cats lead 2-0. We're back with more after this. Back for the top of the 6th. Matthew Wright leads things off here for the Wildcats. He hits it down the third base line past Durbin. Wright turns the corner. Campbell goes to get it, and Wright in at second base with a leadoff stand-up double here in the top of the 5th. First hit that Singleton has given up since coming on. And Kai Kuntz will stand in. He doubled home a run earlier. Runner at second. Lead off double by Wright. Straight away in the outfield for Kuntz. Brings it home. Curveball. Misses. Two-0. This one, line drive, left center field. That's going to be in for a base hit. Rounding third is Wright, and the Cats lead 3-0 as Kai Kuntz singles home a run. Still nobody out, and a runner at first. Top of the 6th inning. This one hit the third, up to second for one, relay back to first. Third double play turn by the Red Devils this game. 2 away just like that. Around the horn, here comes Atkins, who's 1 for 2. Cats with 1 across here in the 6th. Breaking ball into Atkins. Ball hit wide of the bag. This one down the third base line. Durbin picks it up, throws on to first base. What a play by Durbin. Used the turf for a little ricochet, and he gets Atkins, who hit the ball hard but was victimized by the play by Durbin. Cats with 1 across here in the 6th. We'll head to the home 6. Jasper 3, Jeffersonville nothing. We're back with more Wildcat baseball right after this on 18 WJTS. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Wallace will face Jared Phillips, the first baseman. Pitch inside, 1-0. Campbell and Durbin to follow here against Wallace, pitching shutout baseball. Three and 0. Here's the pitch. 3-1 now. Phillips has struck out a couple of times. Ball 4, leadoff walk here in the 6th. The third walk given up by Wallace to go along with 5 strikeouts.
Now batting number 6, the left fielder, Kyle Campbell. On deck, Durbin.
Campbell gets in. Runner at first, Wallace brings it home. Cat bullpen dark. It was up and running earlier. Jeff Batts here down 3-0 in the 6th. Runner takes off. A little hit and run. They foul it off. That's in for a strike, and it's 1-2. Throw over once again, back of the base runner. Phillips dives back. This one fouled away. Runner at first. Wallace brings it home. Misses. 2-2. 3-2 now. Runner at first. This could be the last hitter that Wallace faces. Runner at first. They hold against him. The 3-2 pitch. Slash foul out of play. Three-two, runner off and going. Ball hit in the hole between third and short off Brosmer's glove. He was up to cover second base. Now the runner's going to try to go up to third. He is in. Runners on the corners for the Red Devils after the single by Campbell. So first and third with nobody out and Durbin at the plate. Brian Kirchhoff comes out to talk it over. So first couple of guys on here in the 6th. Bullpen again now starts back up for the Cats. Yep, thank you. Thank you. So we're going to take a break. The new Wildcat pitcher will be Kai Kuntz. We'll step aside. We'll have more from Jeff right after this. Back to Jeff. My mistake. Cole Trevino on for the Cats. He inherits base runners at first and third here in the bottom of the 6th. Jeffersonville trails 3-0 as Durbin stands in. So Trevino on for the Wildcats here. Brings it home. Ball fouled away. Trevino in his second appearance has worked 4 innings for the Wildcats. Nobody out. Ball fouled straight back. Trevino worked those 4 innings in a victory against Harrison back on April 13th. In a starting role, first and third. Jeff with the tying run at the plate. Swung on and missed. Gets the strikeout. 1 away for Blanton. Yeah, it's looking for that double play ball here. All right, goes over to talk to Trevino here. Blanton lined into a double play and also singled. Fake to third. This one chopped foul, third base side. 0-1 the count with 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Throw over. Blanton. First and third here. Runner creeps down the line at third. Pitch low from Trevino. Ball hit on the ground into left field for a base hit. It's a 3-1 game. Stopping at second base is Campbell. So Phillips walks and then later comes in to score on the RBI single by Blanton. That run charged to Wallace. First and second with 1 gone with the catcher, Aiden Nemi. He lined to center and also struck out, or actually singled. Fouls it straight back. 0-1 here. First and second for the Red Devils. Trevino works quickly. comes the belt and quickly throws it home. Ball tapped to third. He touches the bag. Throw to first base. That's a double play. The Wildcats get out of it on the 5U3 double play. Wallace, the bag, then back to first to end the inning. Cats give up a run, but that's it. We'll head to the top of the 7th inning. 3-1 Jasper. We're back after this on 18 WJTS. Ryan Like will stand in here in the 7th, shortens the bunt, bunts it right back to the mound, third base side. Singleton makes a nice play, pounces and gets him. So, one away for Giesler. So Giesler. One and 0 to him. Next pitch to Braden Giesler here. Walked him, a one-out walk. Singleton's first walk, 7th for Jeffersonville pitching, and one out. Drew Bradley stands in. So mound conference right here with the runner at first and one down. Runner at first. Throw back over. Giesler dives back. Plateward. As a strike to Drew. Bradley struck out, lined out the center, and then walked. Cats lead 3-1 here in the top of the 7th. Snap throw down to first base after the pitch was out of the zone. One throw back over. Ball popped up, left field line. In comes Campbell in foul territory, and it'll drop. Bradley will try it again with a 1-2 count and a runner at first base with one away. Due up for the Red Devils in the seventh. 9-1-2. Pitch to Drew, gets away. And up to second base goes Giesler. Pitch. Once again, gets away. That'll allow Giesler to third. Yep. Wild pitch. Runner at third with one out. Pitch on the way. Ball 4. So Bradley walks, Singleton second free pass, both in this inning. Tim will run at first base as Will Wallace will stand in.
Courtesy run for the Wildcats, number 6, Lucas Tim.
Wallace hits it on the ground in the hole between third and short, drives in a run. It's 4-1 Wildcats. First and second.
Now batting number 18, the third baseman, Cole Trevino.
So with one away, Trevino stand in. He's 0 for 3. Battling Singleton right now. Fouled away. 0-1 with one gone. Jasper adds one on here in the seventh. Pitch low. Caught on and missed. It's down 1-2 here against the lefty Singleton. The 1-2 offering and is low. Gets into the dirt. The runners stay put. Pitch. Fouled off. So 2-2 with one gone. Here's a slide step and the pitch inside. 3-2 now with one down. Three-two. Walked him. So the bases are loaded for right here. Third walk, third for Singleton, ninth for Jeff pitching. Hobbick will run at first base. Thomas Hobbick will run for Trevino. Matthew Wright gets in. This ball fouled away. Pitch misses. Ball fouled off into the stands. That was hot. Oh, and 2. Singleton wanting the punch out. Right, fouls it away. First and third. Here's the pitch. Ball ripped back into left. Going back on it is Campbell. He'll make the catch. That will be enough to chase in the courtesy runner for the Wildcats, and it is 4-1 now. Make it 5-1, I should say. 5-1 Wildcats. First and second. 2 away, and Kai Coons will stand in. In for a strike. Coons will stand in. Pitch gets away. That'll allow runners to go up to second and third. That is low. Big swing and a miss. And that's the end of the inning. Cats pick up 2 more. We'll head to the home 7th. Jasper leads 5-1, trying to shut it down. We'll break and come back with more after this. Back for the 7th inning. Cole Trevino trying to shut it down here. Here is the pitch. Jasper leads 5-1, looking for their 14th win of the season against just 1 loss. Trevino on for his 2nd inning of work. Crawford 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. Pitch low, 3-0. How you want to start the 7th. Next delivery. Ball 4, walks him on 4 pitches. Five-1 Cats. And 1. To the leadoff man, Hart. Line drive right back to Tavino. That's a double play. Another double play ball. Line drive to first, 2 away. Third double play the Wildcats have turned tonight. Denby stands in. Cats lead 5-1. Trevino trying to shut it down. Cut on and missed, 0-1. Denby flew out, grounded out to the mound, and also walked. This one hit on the ground up the middle into center field like a bullet. A 2-out single by Denby. Eighth hit of the game for the Red Devils. White stands in. Jasper trying to close it down here. Get the victory and head back home and get ready for Central tomorrow. White started on the hill, stayed in as the designated hitter. Ball hit on the ground to short. Brosmer on to nobble it at second, and this one's over. The Wildcats win it by the final count of 5-1 over the Jeffersonville Red Devils. Will Wallace went the first 5. Cole Trevino finished up for Jasper Wildcats. Again, back at it tomorrow at Central. We'll have it for you at 10 here on 18. Cats win it 5-1 over Jeff. For Jeremy Marcos, I'm Kurt Gooksell saying good night from Jeffersonville.